Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. News at 12.
In the local scene, disaster responders across Albay are now better equipped to stay connected during emergencies following a 4-day emergency telecommunications training. Personnel from the Albay Public Safety and Emergency Management Office, APSEMO, and local disaster risk reduction and management offices from the province's 18 municipalities and cities completed the training conducted by the World Food Program Philippines in Legazpi City. Participants underwent lectures and simulation exercises on radio operations, networking, and emergency communication system. The training aimed to improve coordination and communication among frontline responders during disasters and emergency situations. The World Food Program Philippines also turned over telecommunications and operations equipment to APSEMO and participating local government units. The equipment included radios, routers, generators, computers, laptops, firewalls, and other communication assets to strengthen local emergency response capabilities. Officials said the new equipment will enhance communication infrastructure and help ensure uninterrupted coordination during typhoons, floods, landslides, volcanic activity, and other emergencies. They added that reliable telecommunications systems play a vital role in protecting communities and supporting faster disaster response across Albay. In other story, more than 16,000 senior citizens in Albay are set to receive social pension assistance as the distribution of first semester payouts for 2026 continues across the province. The Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office, in partnership with the Provincial Treasurer's Office, began payout on May 26 to ensure the timely release of financial assistance to qualified beneficiaries. A total of 16,666 senior citizens from Albay's 18 municipalities and cities are expected to benefit from the program. Each beneficiary will receive 3,000 pesos covering 6 months and social pension assistance from January to June. The financial aid aims to help senior citizens meet their daily needs and ease the burden of rising living expenses. The Barangay Senior Citizens Association and the Office of Senior Citizens Affairs are assisting in the coordination and implementation of payout activities in different parts of the province. Officials said the program reflects the government's continuing commitment to support the welfare and well-being of elderly Albayanos. In other news, Senator Francis Pangilinan called for stronger food security measures and greater support for farmers and fisherfolk during the Agri-Fiesta 2026 celebration in Albay. Speaking as a guest of honor, Pangilinan stressed the importance of improving the income of farmers and fisherfolk through agricultural modernization, cooperative development, and sustained government assistance. He highlighted the Sagip Saka Act, which allows farmers and fisherfolk to directly market and sell their produce through local government units and partner government agencies. According to the senator, the measure helps expand market opportunities while enabling agricultural producers to receive favored prices for their products. Pangilinan also commended the provincial government of Albay for implementing programs that support farmers and reflect the objectives of the law. He said these initiatives help increase farmers' income and contribute to the continued growth of the province's agricultural sector. As author of the Sagip Saka Act, Pangilinan expressed hope that more provinces would adapt similar programs to empower farmers and fisher folk and strengthen local economic development. In the national scene, overcrowded classrooms and bullying are causing more students to miss school and take less interest in learning, while the smaller classes help improve participation and make students feel safer, according to findings from the Second Congressional Commission on Education, ADCOM-2. ADCOM-2 gathered feedback from junior high school students at President Corazon C. Aquino High School in Manila during the May 28 focus group discussion that assessed the Department of Education's Academic Recovery and Accessible Learning (ARAL) summer program. The ARAL program, which runs from May 6 to June 2, provides small group lessons in reading, mathematics, and science to help struggling public school students improve their learning. Students from grades 8 to 10 said regular classes, as many as 60 learners, are often noisy and unsafe due to bullying and disruptions, while adult classes with around 10 students allow them to focus better, ask questions freely, and participate without fear of being mocked. In other story, the Senate has tightened security measures ahead of the expected filing of Vice President Sara Duterte's answer to the impeachment summons on Monday, as authorities prepare for heightened public and media activities around the proceedings. Senate Secretary Jose Luis Montales said Duterte has until 7 p.m. today to submit her response to the articles of impeachment, either personally through legal counsel or via electronic mail, following the summons served on May 20. The impeachment trial is set to begin on July 6, with Duterte facing allegations that include culpable violation of the Constitution, graft and corruption, and betrayal of public trust. Under the Senate's impeachment rules, the Vice President was given a non-extendable 10-day period to file her answer, while the prosecution panel will have 5 days to submit a reply once her response is received. The Senate and police authorities have coordinated security and crowd control measures as various groups continue to gather outside the Senate, with some expressing support for Duterte and others calling for accountability amid the impeachment proceedings. In other news, Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano said the Senate majority can legally create a blue ribbon subcommittee to continue the investigation into flood control projects, arguing that objections based on procedure may be aimed at stopping the probe. Critics, including Tingog Party List Representative Judas Sidre and former Senator Antonio Trillanes IV, questioned the timing of the move, suggesting it could distract attention from the impeachment proceedings against Vice President Sara Duterte. Bicol Saro Party List Representative Terry Redon said the flood control investigation should not interfere with the impeachment process, noting that the House of Representatives has already referred the issue to the Office of the Ombudsman. The Blue Ribbon Subcommittee, to be led by Senator Rodante Marcoleta, is set to resume hearings on June 4, while some lawmakers linked to the flood control controversy are already facing cases before the Ombudsman. And in the news outside the country, President Donald Trump has requested several changes to a proposed agreement aimed at ending the conflict in the Middle East, according to reports from the U.S. media on Saturday. The revised proposal has been sent back to Iran for review after Trump pushed for tougher conditions. Officials familiar with the negotiations told the New York Times. While the exact changes were not disclosed, Axios reported that Trump wanted stronger provisions on key issues, including the handling of Iran's nuclear materials. The latest revisions could delay the negotiations for several more days, as all sides consider whether to accept the updated framework to end the war that began after U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran on February 28. Trump has said any agreement must ensure that Iran never develops nuclear weapons and that the Strait of Hormuz, a vital route for global oil shipments, remain open. In other story, at the Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore, Japanese Defense Minister Shinjiro Koizumi spoke about Japan's ongoing adjustments to its defense policy. He responded to concerns from China about Japan's military direction, saying the characterization of new militarism did not reflect Japan's position. Koizumi also referred to China's military expansion and said Japan views it as an important factor in regional security discussions. He stated that Japan plans to continue updating its defense capabilities, including areas such as artificial intelligence, unmanned systems, cyber defense, and space-related security. The remarks came amid wider tensions following comments by Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi on potential responses related to Taiwan, while China sent a lower-level delegation to the forum this year. And finally, in the news outside the country, with reference to the Philippines, defense leaders from the Philippines and the United States met at the IISS Shangri-La Dialogue and reaffirmed their stronger commitment to the Mutual Defense Treaty as they mark 75 years of alliance. Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro emphasized the Philippines' support for stronger U.S. partnerships in the Indo-Pacific, while U.S. officials stressed the importance of maintaining and deepening security alliances in the region. The United States also restated its support for the monitoring the Philippines' exclusive economic zone and backing its broader defense priorities and protecting its maritime areas. Both countries said their armed forces will continue joint drills like Balikatan with allies such as Japan and Australia, and they also renewed a long-term communications and cybersecurity agreement to improve military coordination. And that's on News at 12, June 1, 2026. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to all our news writers, Naomi Ruth Hernandez and LJ Lurejo. And on the technical side, Chad Bobis. And our Provincial Information Office OIC, Marty Gonzalez. And under the supervision of our Governor, Noel Irusal. I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing. Albay in my heart.